Before we get into the video, I would like to thank Dark MLW for giving me the idea for this video. He threatened to kill me if I would not put him in the video as a shout out. In 2021, MLW has moved further into the new era of talent. With rookies and sophomores like Jimmy Norp, Nick Saylor, Dallas Allen, Chris Cheatham, and Brendan Jorgensen, the new wave of talent has made this once predictable league so balanced and equal all around. However, before this wave of talent came in, we had a guy who looked like he'd be a star. He had a really good 2019 season in MLW, and before we knew it, he was gone and he took his bucket hat with him. Kyle Hook, former Metro Magic player, is currently not on the roster, and many have forgotten about him being in the league 2 years ago and looking like the Magic's next franchise player, before Jason Chadwick came along. Now that he is gone, is he the most forgotten player in MLW today? What would this league look like with him on the Magic as their ace right now? The Metro Magic 2019 season saw Jack Aguilar wanting to make a bigger mark on the league. He wanted to run his own team and he needed to find guys to come and play. The original roster included Aguilar, a 3-year veteran formerly with the Preds, Alex House, who holds a record for the most teams played for in MLW history, being with the Atlantic Astros, Western Wildcats, Southern Seahawks, and Metro Magic in the span of 6 years. Cam Beaton, a former baseball player and rookie, as well as Kyle Hook, another former baseball player in his first year of MLW. When they came out for their opening series, Beaton was the team starter. Big mistake is him and Aguilar combined in Game 1 for 9 earned runs. Hook himself made a few good defensive plays, and Aguilar started in Game 2, and after 5 runs came in, Kyle Hook finally made his debut on the mound. To finish the series, he pitched 4 innings, allowing 7 runs and had 8 strikeouts. The Magic still ended up getting swept by the Preds.
Swing to drive! Kelly goes yard! 2-0 Wildcats, Ryan Kelly!
Things did not go well in the next series for Hook. In the first game against Kyle Schultz and the Wildcats, he only pitched an inning and a third and allowed 3 homers en route to a 6-2 loss. Hook pitched twice more in that series, allowing 4 more runs and 3 Ks in 3 more innings. He went yard once in the series, but again, giving up a homer to Ryan Kelly might be the most deflating thing in the world, and Chris Cheatham probably knows that. Anyway, the Magic ended up falling to a disastrous 0-6 start to begin the year.
Swinging a bomb, that's a homer for Kyle Hook.
What happened next might be the craziest turnaround MLW has ever seen for both a player and a team. The Magic picked things up to go 7-2 in the final 9 games. In the Gators series, Hook had a homer and 2 shutouts, putting up 7 walks and 14 strikeouts in 6 innings and a third. Against the Diamondbacks, without Aguilar, he had another home run, a 10 strikeout shutout, and he led the team to a 2-1 series win. Finally, against the Cobras, the Magic took care of business and won enough games to get past the Wildcats into the playoffs, backed by 3 solid performances from Hook, allowing 1 run and striking out 17 in 8 innings. With the way Hook had been playing and Aguilar and Beaton being good supporting pieces, they had the chance to give the Coastal Cobras a run for their money. However, the Hooks decided that August Wiffle Ball was the right time to go on a vacation. Without a defiant ace on the mound, a close series was completely lopsided, as the Magic did not record a single hit in the series and got swept, being outscored 9-2 in 2 games. After an underwhelming exit from the Magic, they really had everything going in their way for them to bounce back. Jack Aguilar hit moonshots all year and he was the guy in the clutch throughout 2019. Cam Beaton was a great role player, and Mitch Montagano was excellent in the 3 games he played against the Gators. Kyle Hook himself finished the year in 2019 with stats of a 1.78 ERA, a 6-5 record, and 57 Ks in 13 appearances on the mound. A lot of people expected the Magic to be dark horse playoff contenders, especially with the addition of Jason Chadwick, an ace and a power bat via the draft. We expected these guys to come together and just dominate, as with 2 solid ace-caliber pitchers, the new 6-inning rule on pitchers would not really be an issue. However, everything changed on the Magic's opening day series against the Mallards, when pre-game there was a groundbreaking announcement made that would change the landscape of the Magic franchise.
And a lot of you guys may be wondering about Kyle Hook and Cameron Beaton. These are 2 guys that had internships lined up. We didn't know if they were going to play the season or not, but it turns out that they will be away for the summer and they will not be able to play MLW. Maybe a series or 2, but not the full season, so it's kind of sad to see, but that's going to make way for
Kyle Hook was out of town for the whole season. This is equal to a pitcher having Tommy John surgery, except he isn't even hurt. Having this player, who was snubbed out of the 2019 Most Improved, off of the roster was a big blow to any chance the Magic had at winning in 2020. Hook being out for the season would have effects on how the rest of the league would play out.
Outside!
The Magic had one glaring issue throughout 2020, and it was the lack of a second pitcher. Jack Aguilar was not a reliable second arm. Either his slider would be hit out of the park or it would miss the zone completely, or he would end up getting beamed in the face by a teammate.
Oh, it's an Aguilar in the head! That's gonna be a walk-off. The game just ended. And Shadow Leadoff guy is on. And that one is gone!
Liam Jackson, another Trenton boy, was brought in and he fell into the second pitcher role that the Magic desperately needed. And this time, they knocked the Cobras out of a chance to get into the playoffs by winning the final regular season series. However, in the end, the Magic ended the season by getting eliminated by the Pacific Predators in the ALDS in 3 games.
He makes the play! The Preds advance to the ALCS for the second year in a row after...
Many thought Kyle Hook would rejoin the Metro Magic the following season, but the internship the man had out of state was seemingly permanent. He would not be returning to MLW, which was, once again, a big blow for the Magic, as they did not have a draft pick in 2021 due to the Andy Duran 3-team trade, where they sent the 3rd pick to the Eagles for Joey Flynn. In 2021, the Magic are currently 2-4. Once again, even with Jackson, the second pitcher role has become a massive problem. They just lost a game 18-2 to the Western Wildcats, where they only managed to record 5 outs, but they allowed 2 home runs, only 6 hits, and they gave up 20 combined walks. Jordan Curdy needed to come in to close out the game. As Magic fans, we love King Curdy, but this is not good enough.
With a 16-run deficit, the Magic are turning to Jordan Curdy.
So now back to Hook. What would the league look like if he was here today? Does Liam Jackson still join the Magic? And if not, what team would pick him up? Would he get drafted the following offseason in the 2021 draft? Without Jackson, the Magic don't go up 6-0 on the Cobras in the second inning of Game 3 in 2020. Is Kyle Hook bring enough wins to the team, if he was there, to get them to where they ended up with Liam Jackson in his place?
Going to the 3rd.
Many Magic fans like myself are wondering, would the Metro Magic continue to be this overlooked and have as many losses as they do due to struggling second pitching if Kyle Hook was still in the league? How would the rest of the league even look? Do the Eagles get a good enough draft pick from the Magic to get Dallas Allen? Do the Magic manage to make it past the Predators and face the Wildcats in the 2020 ALCS? There are so many what-if situations that can be linked to Kyle Hook. It has nearly been 2 years since we have seen him in a Magic uniform. The Magic are still the best they have ever been record-wise at this time of the season after 2 series. We never saw what Hook was truly capable of. Against a real Gator and Diamondbacks team, how would he fare? How would it shake up the rest of the league? I have one answer for all of this. We don't know, and unfortunately, we might not ever know.
Swing and a miss! The Metro Magic, in their first year of existence in MLW, make the playoffs.